Nellie Oleson, spoiled brat of one of the most phenomenal characters to stir up Walnut Grove. Hear me out. Today, I'm not here to tear Nellie down. I'm here to celebrate her. Let's start with the obvious. Nellie had a ton of confidence. She walked into every room like she owned it, and half the time, she kind of did. In a world where little girls were taught to shrink themselves, to be quiet, submissive, and endlessly polite, Nellie refused to shrink herself. She knew her worth, even if she overshot it a little, and she never apologized for it. That's not bratty, that's bold. Nellie was also charismatic, like, love it or hate her, you couldn't ignore her. Every time she opened her mouth, you knew drama was coming, and honestly, that's what made Little House on the Prairie watchable. This show would have been dead in a second season without characters like her. Let's be real, without Nellie Spark, the Prairie would have been a one-dimensional, boring log cabin show. She was ambitious too. Laura dreamed about Alonzo, a simple farm life. Nellie wanted more. She wanted sophistication, glamour, and attention. She dreamed big while her tactics were over the top. Yes, I'm talking about the fake wheelchair. Her drive was undeniable. Another time period, Nellie would have been running a company or living in a mansion. She had hustle in her bones. It's safe to say that Nellie crawled so Paris Hilton can fly. Let's not overlook her persistence. How many children today give up when things don't go their way? Nellie never quit. She schemed, plotted, and fought for what she wanted. She showed us what determination looks like, just with a little extra flair. Here's the softer side people forget. Nellie was a devoted daughter. She mirrored Harriet's love and loyalty even when it warped her view of the world. Everything she did, rather to win approval, compete with Laura, or shine in the town, tied to that mother-daughter bond. At the root, Nellie wanted to feel loved, special, and important, and that's not evil, that's human. She wasn't static either. Nellie grew. Over the seasons, we saw her evolve from bratty antagonist into a multifaceted, even sympathetic woman. She showed us that villains can change, that growth is possible, and there is more to a person than their worst moments. Nellie Oleson is phenomenal because she embodied contradictions: confident, insecure, ambitious, but fragile, funny but cruel, selfish but deeply loyal. She even made you feel something every time she was on screen. In storytelling, that's the gold standard. You can forget the faces in the crowd, but you will never forget the person who made you laugh, roll your eyes, and yell at your TV. That's Nellie. So, let's stop pretending she was just a brat. Nellie Oleson was beating the heart of Walnut Grove's drama, the spark that made the wholesome Prairie worth watching. Without her, the story would have had no edge, no bite, no forgettable rivalries. This show would have been a one-dimensional boring mess without her and Harriet. She just wasn't a character, she was an icon. How do you feel about Nellie? Let me know in the comments.